waiting for one person online. We're supposed to be 6 of us in studio, so we should have 2 more people showing up in studio. Busy group today. 2 more minutes. Yeah, compassion for all. Of course. Of course. So this looks like it's going to be a metta practice. I just always have mine there. It's just something that I typically unload, but I don't think we're going to be needing it. Got your cloth? Yep. You have your own eye pillow. Good. Todd s'en vient. All right, good. I'm glad you can come. You can close the door behind you. All right. We're going to need 2 cork blocks, a blanket, and a bolster. And if you want for later, an eye pillow and a Kleenex. So I'll teach you how to use it. We're bringing back things that we used to always do, things that were beneficial. And we stopped using them because of COVID. So we're going to bring them back. And Crystal, it's one more step to bring you back into the studio. But I know you're only home temporarily today, so it's no big deal. So I'm going to get started. Welcome, everyone. My name is Natasha, and this is PranaFLO. Aujourd'hui, Crystal a pigé une carte magiquement à travers les ondes de Zoom, puis elle fait ça avec ses bras maintenant. Je te vois à la maison. Puis la carte qu'elle a pigée, c'est Compassion for All. Il y a des petits animaux dessus, puis il y a plein d'amour dans le gazon, puis on dirait que tout le monde s'aime. Fait que ça dit, Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. On va prendre ça. Ça va être notre vie. Alors, on s'assoit ici pour commencer. Pour entrer dans la pratique, on commence à observer notre respiration. On enracine les hanches, nos os d'assise dans le sol et on allonge la colonne vers le ciel. Inspirez, allongez vers le ciel et à l'expiration, relâchez les épaules vers le sol. On place les mains contre les genoux, soit paume en haut vers l'univers pour recevoir, or palms facing down if it's a little bit too much today. You can do Anjali Mudra, making a circle with your index and your thumb, and lengthening your 3 other fingers. And then begin to notice your breath. Your breath and noticing your breath is what brings us into the now. Because you can't breathe before and you can't breathe after. So let go of your to-do list. On laisse faire où on était avant et qu'est-ce qu'on a à faire plus tard. On s'enracine ici avec notre respiration dans le moment. À l'inspiration, soulevez le cœur vers le ciel. À l'expiration, on laisse fondre les épaules. Avec chaque respiration, on circule le long de la colonne. On the inhale, the breath goes in front of the spinal column. And on the exhale, it goes down the back. When it goes up on the inhale, think of lengthening, reaching up to the sky. And on the exhale, feel yourself rooting into the ground. Notice the breath as it moves through you. Notice, without judgment, if it's getting stuck, if it's smooth. With each breath, we gain more volume within. And with each breath, we gain more peace. With this next breath, imagine your heart glowing as you inhale. Imagine it growing and growing and growing. And on the exhale, imagine it going back to size. And each inhalation, it makes it grow more. When you inhale, you breathe in positivity and the magic that surrounds you. With the exhale, we exchange back with the universe. Because we're inherently good, some part of us comes back into the atmosphere. Think of this exchange. With this inhale, our heart growing and expanding. And on the exhale, think of giving back. À l'inspiration, imaginez votre cœur devient si grand que tu ne peux plus le contenir. Et à l'expiration, essayez de redonner à tout le monde et à toutes les choses qui nous entourent. La prochaine inspiration, on amène ce qu'on a besoin à l'intérieur pour nous guérir, nous nourrir. Et à l'expiration, on partage. Imagine your heart growing to such a size that you can no longer contain it. It doesn't fit in the room anymore either, and you extend it out, sharing your love and your compassion with all those around you. And this is how each person can make a difference in this world. On the inhale, we'll circle the arms around, gathering all the positivity around us, bringing the hands together and bringing them in towards the heart. Connect with your heart now. I offer you this chance to dedicate your practice to someone or something and offer your compassion. Then we'll begin with an Om. Exhaling fully and inhaling Om. And slowly opening the eyes. And let's get started. Inhaling, arms up towards the sky, reaching the chest up, making room between the ribs and the hips. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. À l'inspiration, on amène les bras en haut. Et on s'en vient vers la droite pour faire un twist. On pose la main contre le genou, on inspire, cherche la longueur dans la colonne. Et à l'expiration, on regarde derrière nous. On commence tout juste ici. Alors, on essaie de créer l'espace à l'intérieur avec la respiration. Ici, on essaie de respirer fluidement, tranquillement. Mais on se gonfle au maximum pour étirer et massage tous les intérieurs. Une autre respiration. À l'inspiration, on amène les deux bras en haut, vers le centre, et on tourne vers l'autre côté. On pose la main, inhaling, lengthening the spine. Then on the exhale, looking towards the back. Releasing what's not working right now, trying to find that balance between effort and ease. And really shining your heart through all these twisted positions. Today we're going to focus on shining bright, sharing our compassion, and also with ourselves. One more breath here. Inhaling, hands up. And exhaling, hands to heart. We're going to come on all fours now. All fours. We're going to align our tabletop, opening the fingers and pressing our palms into the ground. Hands right below the shoulders and knees under the hips. And on the inhale, we're going to stretch our heart up towards the sky and rolling the hips forward. Exhale, we're going to push into the hands, press, widening the shoulder blades, bringing our hips forward. Release the head. Inhale, round it out. Hips come towards the ground, reaching the coccyx up to the sky. And on the exhale, reverse that movement back up towards the sky. À l'inspiration, les hanches roulent vers le sol. Le nombril rentre vers la colonne. La poitrine vers le ciel. On allonge le cœur dans le ciel. À l'expiration, on arrondit vers le ciel. On essaie de créer l'espace entre les omoplates. Et à l'inspiration, on revient au dos main. À l'inspiration, on va monter la jambe droite. On va pousser la balle du pied vers le mur. On allonge la tête d'un bord et le pied de l'autre. On respire ici. On essaie de garder les hanches droites. Et à l'expiration, on va traverser, croiser le pied, le poser contre le sol, s'agripper avec les orteils. Et on va tourner la hanche vers le sol. Elle va vouloir s'ouvrir et on va la ramener vers le sol. On pousse dans les mains, on élargit le dos et on regarde entre les mains. Et on respire ici. À l'expiration, on va tenter de regarder au pied. Si notre corps nous le permet. Et à l'inspiration, on revient au centre, la jambe ici. Et à l'expiration, on la pose contre le tapis. Inspirez la jambe droite dans l'air, niveau des hanches. And we're pressing into the hands here. Pushing in opposite directions. The head towards the wall and the foot towards the other wall. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the toes down to the ground, gripping the floor. And we're bringing the hip down, the left hip down towards the ground. Are you still pressing into your hands, widening the back? Breathe here. Allow the side and the hip to open. And on the exhale, try looking over to your foot. See where you can go today. See how that feels. Remember, we're working with compassion towards ourselves today. Breathing here. And on the inhale, we come back to center, the leg 2, and on the exhale, we bring it down. So here, we're going to curl our toes under, and we're going to lift the hips up on the inhale, and try to bring the heels down to the ground. This is our first downwards facing dog. Walk it out. Bending one knee at a time, and maybe shifting your hips from side to side. You're taking inventory here of what's going on in your body. You can lift your toes when you bend your other knee. Really try to bring your heels down. Then on the inhale, we're going to bring our hips as high up as we can by going on our tippy toes, bringing our shoulders towards our knees. And on the exhale, we'll bring both heels down to the ground. I invite you to lift your toes and see how that feels. On the exhale, release the calves and the soleus. One more breath here. On the inhale, looking up between the hands, we'll walk to the top of our mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. We're going to begin with ragdoll. Allowing back and the head to hang. Coming to grab elbows. On tient les coudes. Et on laisse le corps fondre vers le sol. On utilise la gravité pour ouvrir l'arrière du corps. Respirez. On utilise la respiration pour ouvrir tout. À l'expiration, on porte les mains vers le sol et on plie les genoux. On laisse pendre les bras et la tête et on se déroule tranquillement. We're unrolling slowly up to a standing position. Shoulders come back, and the last is our head. Feels good. How's everybody? All right. Inhaling, hands up. Reach up. Exhale. Hold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing into the feet. Coming all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more half suns. Inhale. On rejoint les mains au ciel. À l'expiration, on vient se plier. Passer les mains contre le sol, on pousse, on allonge la colonne. Et à l'expiration, on fléchit. On On pousse dans les pieds. L'inspiration, on revient debout. On regarde dans les mains. Expirez, les mains au cœur. Une dernière fois. Inspirez. Expirez. Inspirez, on allonge. Et à l'expiration, on se plie encore. À l'inspiration, on pousse dans les pieds. On grandit comme une fleur dans le soleil. Et à l'expiration, les mains jusqu'au cœur. Une petite sun A. On va faire 3. Inspirez. Expirez. À l'inspiration, on allonge. À l'expiration, on amène les pieds vers l'arrière. Chaturanga. On peut poser les genoux ici. Inspirez, cobra ou upward facing dog. Expirez. Chien tête en bas. 5 respirations ici. We're pushing into the hands here. And no part of your hand is empty underneath. You're having full contact with your mat. And if I were to go around and pick up your fingers, I wouldn't be able to. We're breathing here into the back. We're widening the shoulder blades by rolling the armpits in towards the other. Sucking that belly back. On the inhale, looking towards the fingers, walk, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale, and start. Deux autres. Inspirez. Expirez. Let me hear your breath. Inhale. Heart away from the hips. Exhale. Walk it back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upwards facing dog. Pressing those hands into the ground. Shoulders away from the ears, but heart up. Shine. Exhale. Downwards facing dog. 5 breaths here. Keep pressing the hips up and back. Pressing into the hands. Releasing those heels down. And one more breath. On the inhale, look up towards the hands. Walk, jump to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing into the feet. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. All the way down. Pressing into the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it back into chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Very nice. I'm going to go around and adjust this downwards facing dog. Je peux te toucher, c'est correct? Élargir ton dos ici. On roule les épaules. Je te pousse en arrière. Et on tient ça un petit peu plus longtemps ici. On amène les talons vers le sol. Et à l'inspiration, on regarde vers les mains et on revient en haut du tapis. On allonge le dos, on expire, on se plie. Inhaling all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're to 3. Now we've done 3, right? We're going to do our sun B's now. Bending the knees, sweeping the hands up, reaching the heart up to the sky. The hands might be apart here. We want really straight arms, widening the back. Here the heart goes up. We're making space between the ribs and the hips. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the ground. Inhale, pressing into the hands. Reach your heart away from your hips. Exhale, walk it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Heart up. Exhale, downwards facing dog. We're turning the left and we're stepping to the right for warrior one. Come into your 90-degree, your knee. Inhale, go long. Press into your back foot. Reach your heart up. Shoulders come down. We're looking between hands or at the fingers. Breathing here, allowing that hip to open. And exhaling all the way down. Framing the foot, bringing the feet together. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Reach the heart up. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Turning the right, stepping the left. 90-degree angle, we go long. Warrior one. Breathe. And exhale all the way down. Framing that foot, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. 5 breaths here. Slow down your breath here. And on the inhale, you look up towards the hands. Walk, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Come back up into chair pose. Utkatasana. Exhale all the way up. Namaste. So we're ready to start. Catherine has requested split. She's giggling. That's like, we're gonna stretch the back of the front of the leg. Inhale, open up. We're gonna face the back of the room, coming into Purvottanasana. I don't know, this one. The pyramid pose. So we're gonna bring the hands like this, roll them. You might wanna look at me first. Roll them. Palms towards the ceiling. Bring your hands together. You have options here. Hold your wrists, your hands even, your elbows, or if you can, you want to bring your fingers together, bring them up between your shoulder blades. So our feet are on separate tracks here. The back foot's at 45 degrees. We're inhaling, long lengthen the spine, and then fold from the hip forwards. So we're coming over the front leg. We're keeping the 2 hips parallel to the front of the mat. And we're looking between the big toe and the second toe. And we breathe. Release the head. Looking good. I'm going around to adjust you. Square your hips at home, Crystal. So, yes, that's it. Good job. Arranger tes hanches, Kim. Oui, c'est beau. Bouge ton pied, c'est plus ça. Oui, c'est l'affaire. You're all looking great. Holding this one more breath. On the inhale, we're coming back up. Keep your hands there. We're twisting over to the other side, making sure your feet are on separate tracks. Your hips are facing forward. Inhale, lengthen the heart up. Shoulders down. Exhale, go forward. So here the tendency is for the right hip to go back. You're going to bring it forward a bit. Bring your elbows up towards the sky. And look between your toes. Breathe. And on the inhale, we come all the way back up. We're going to come to Center, release the hands. We're going to do a little bit of a prasarita sequence here. We're going to widen the feet. Inhale, lengthen this heart up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine away from the hips. Et à l'expiration, on traverse, on amène les pieds vers l'arrière, le plus qu'elle puisse. On fait assemblant d'avoir un bloc entre les coudes et on allonge le cœur vers le sol. On allonge les jambes puis on essaye d'aligner les hanches par-dessus les talons ou en ligne avec les talons. Alors le poids vient dans les orteils. If we're feeling out of balance, we can move the heels out. And breathe. Try to walk it in as much as possible. With each inhale, we lengthen. With each exhale, we try to bring it closer. On the inhale, we lengthen the arms and we exhale here. Bringing the hands to the hips, come all the way up on the inhale. Good job. Ça va bien. Alors ici, on va retourner en bas, puis on va faire Skandasana. Inspirez les mains en haut. Expirez. On revient avec les mains sur le sol. Notre dos est très droit ici. On inspire le cœur loin des hanches. À l'expiration, on va plier le genou droit, bending the right knee, and the foot's going to come off. It's okay. Root the heel, send the toes up. Bring your bottom down, your chest up. Alors, on peut garder les fesses en haut si on peut. Si on n'est pas capable d'amener les fesses en bas, c'est correct. On travaille avec ce qu'on peut aujourd'hui. On laisse ouvrir ici sur le côté de la jambe. On essaie de faire une connexion ici avec notre jambe et notre coude. À l'inspiration, on amène les hanches en haut et on traverse les mains sur l'autre côté. On enracine le talon droit cette fois-ci et on amène le cœur en haut. Les fesses viennent en bas. On étire le côté de la jambe, l'intérieur de la cuisse. Et on respire. À l'inspiration, on va traverser de l'autre côté encore. On amène les hanches en haut et on redescend sur l'inspiration. On va faire ça un petit peu plus vite, vu qu'on est déjà étiré. Inspirez en haut. À l'expiration, on s'en vient de l'autre côté. On commence à jouer. We're starting to play with the hands now. Maybe you're capable of doing it without hands. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. You're going to find more ease in this. Inhale up, exhale down. This works hip mobility, flexibility in the feet, and inhale up and over. Eventually, our heels will be able to go down. Inhaling all the way back up, exhaling, hands down. Inhale, we're going to press the hands on the hips here. Inhale all the way back up. And we're going to walk it back up to the center. PranaFLO. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling all the way down. Inhale, back. Exhale. We're going to chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Ici, on va inspirer la jambe droite dans l'air. We're keeping our knee turned down towards the ground, and we're pressing that Barbie foot, the point of our foot, the ball of our foot towards the sky. We're really bringing it up as high as we can. We're also reaching the left heel down to the ground. On the exhale, we're going to bring the knee in and place the foot between the hands. We're going to grab our blocks now. We're going to keep our fingers on the ground I'll move that out of the way for you, Crystal, so you can see. So our knee is over our ankle. On va juste laisser ouvrir la hanche ici. On va éventuellement placer le genou vers le sol, mais pour l'instant, on laisse ouvrir. Tu peux, c'est correct, tu peux déménager, tu peux pas faire, hein? C'est correct. À l'expiration, on va poser le genou. Si on a des problèmes avec notre genou, on peut mettre la couverture en dessous. On va amener les blocs ici. On va essayer d'amener nos mains en haut. On va étirer. Continuer à étirer le tout. We're shining our heart towards the sky and relaxing the shoulders down. We're allowing that hip to open up here. On laisse tenir les hanches vers l'avant et on ouvre la hanche gauche. À l'inspiration, on amène les mains vers le cœur. Ici, on inspire le cœur vers le ciel. On peut rester ici. Si on veut mettre un petit peu plus, on peut inspirer, tourner les mains en haut, amener les mains par-dessus la tête. Si ça devient trop, on peut ramener les mains vers le cœur. Une autre expiration. À l'expiration, on amène les mains vers le cœur. Et on amène les mains sur les blocs peut-être. Puis on essaie de vraiment placer le poids dans le pied. We're pushing into the foot. So we want to make sure that we're not just willing, we have to feel the four corners of the feet and press it down. If we're not, and it's just like, but I see you guys are all anchored because none of you need the blocks. I was noticing how good you guys were. You guys are good. All right. So on the exhale, we're going to bring the hips back. We're going to bring the toes up, and we're going to stretch the back of the leg. Here we're going to inhale the heart up and towards the foot. So we might want to inch these fingers forward like caterpillars. Inhale, heart towards the foot. We're trying to go with a straight back here. Hinging from the hip. And pulling the toes back. On tire les orteils vers nous. On relâche la tête. À l'inspiration, on revient sur nos genoux. Délicatement, we're coming back to our knees. And we're going to go switch over to the other side. We're going to switch over our left foot forward. Coming into our lunge, allowing it to open up, aligning the heel under the knee. On aligne le genou par-dessus la cheville et le cœur brille ici. We can be on blocks. It's okay. You pick what works for you. And we're opening up this hip. We're emptying those pockets from the junk we don't need. Avec chaque inspiration, on inspire la positivité et avec chaque expiration, on crée de la place en vidant les poches. Et à l'expiration, on pose le genou. L'orteil vient plat contre le sol et on teste. C'est ça je vous regardais faire, puis on testait. On check voir si on est correct. On pousse dans le pied. Vraiment, le genou est par-dessus le pied et on vérifie. On amène le cœur en haut, puis on laisse tomber la hanche vers le sol. On ouvre la hanche ici, à droite. À l'inspiration, on va amener les mains sur le genou. Si on est stable, on reste ici. Si on a besoin de rester ici, c'est correct. Mais si on peut aller plus loin, on amène les mains contre le cœur. Alors ici, on laisse fondre encore. We're letting the hips melt down. and we're reaching the heart up. And if we can go further, we're going to bring the hands down, circle all the way up into a crescent lunge. With each inhale, we look at reaching the heart up, and on the exhale, we let our hips drop. And on the exhale, we bring the hands down towards the block, or framing the foot. We're going to come back into our downward facing dog. So, retrousse l'orteil en arrière. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Excuse-moi, Crystal, I made a mistake. We have to bring the toe back. We're going to pull the toe back towards us. Thank you, Jen. Inhale, lengthen the chest. And we hinge from the hip here, and we're opening the back of the leg in front, the left leg. We're going to creepy crawl our fingers like caterpillars towards the front of our mat. With each inhale, we reach forward, and with each exhale, we try to close the gap. And we have to try to release into it. Work with compassion. Where can you go today? Can you breathe? Splits is not easy. Inhaling, hands back towards center. Exhale, bring the knee down to the ground. We're going to push the hands into the ground. Inhale the hips up to the sky. And we're going to observe here how the body feels. It's a moment to rebalance. Inhaling the right foot up to the sky. We're going to come back into our lunge on the right. We're going to bring our knee down to the ground right away. And we're going to try to go work the splits now because we're stretched open now. And so you can bring a blanket underneath your knee if you want one. We're going to bring the blocks into play. On va les amener ici. Puis on va faire une pratique. On va inspirer. On va pousser notre pied vers l'avant le plus qu'on puisse. On va être longue ici. Alors, on laisse fondre les hanches vers le sol et le cœur en haut. On approche les mains du corps. À l'expiration, on va tirer les orteils vers nous. Et à l'expiration, on essaye un petit peu plus loin. We're working this a little bit at a time. On va y aller 3 coups, il nous en reste 1. Alors, on joue avec. On peut amener un bloc dedans si on veut avoir un peu plus de support. On peut faire ça. On peut mettre le bolster en dessous si on a besoin aussi. On fait qu'est-ce qu'on a besoin ici pour trouver du support. Et à l'expiration, on sort. Et c'est tout. Bon. Et ici, on va revenir en chien tête en bas. Respirer. On prend note de notre corps. Comment il se sent maintenant? Comment sont vos hanches? How are your hips feeling? And if Catherine's in a ball. And that's okay. You're working with compassion towards yourself. Inhaling the left leg up to the sky now. We're bringing it into our lunge on the other side. We're going to work the splits on this side again. So here we're already open. We're going to bring the knee. On va essayer d'éloigner, on trouve notre expression de notre split. Alors, il va un petit peu, on va faire 3 coups pour s'y rendre. We go where we can. So we're going as long as we can here. letting the hips drop. We have our hands onto our blocks. We're reaching our heart up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the toes back. And we're going to let it drop a little bit more. Inhale up, exhale, melt. Il faut actuellement laisser fondre. On se rend où on se rend aujourd'hui, on travaille avec compassion, on ne veut pas se faire mal. On inspire, on y va où on peut mettre le bloc en dessous. On travaille où on peut. On peut mettre le bolster en dessous de notre jambe comme Jen fait, c'est une bonne option, très bonne option. Je vais montrer à Crystal qui est à la maison, elle travaille avec une serviette roulée. Alors tu peux faire ça comme ça, inspire. On veut que les hanches soient parallèles en haut du tapis. On tient ça à notre expression finale. Et on sort tranquillement. Et on s'est rendu. Wouhou! On amène les blocs à côté. C'est vrai qu'on va avoir un beau shavasana, OK? Allez, on amène les hanches en haut en chien tête en bas. On va faire un vinyasa ici. On s'en vient en planche. À l'expiration, on plie les coudes pour chaturanga. Inspirez. Le cœur en haut. On laisse fondre les hanches vers le sol. À l'expiration, on s'en vient en chien tête en bas. Bring the hips up and back. And on the inhale, we're looking up towards the hands. We're going to walk, step into seated. So we're going to lengthen the legs in front of us. And we're going to work a little bit of Dandasana, pressing the feet away from us. We're making an L, lengthening the arms out on each side, letting the shoulders melt down. Inhale, reach your head towards the sky. On the inhale, we lengthen some more, and we're going to go towards the toes into Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the heart away from the hips. Exhale, fold in. Try to go with a straight back. Relax the head. Pressing everything that's in contact with the ground into the ground slightly, not too much. Straightening the feet up so that the balls are pressing away from you. Pressing the toes into fingers if you can reach. And relaxing the head and whatever doesn't need to work. We did a lot of heart opening, and this is rebalancing our body. Inhaling all the way back up. We're going to reverse that move a little bit because we haven't had enough of those back bends, right? Bringing those hands behind us. We're going to do a shoulder stretch mostly. Inhaling, bending those shoulders, the elbows back. On enracine les os d'assise. Et à l'inspiration, on va amener le cœur vers le ciel. On va vraiment briller maintenant. Vous allez sentir une belle étirement dans la poitrine, au niveau des aisselles. On relâche les épaules vers le sol, on pousse dans les mains. Et la tête s'en vient par en arrière tranquillement. On étire la gorge. Et on respire. Une autre respiration. À l'inspiration, on relâche le tout. On s'en vient en Baddha Konasana. On amène les pieds ensemble. On ouvre les pieds comme un livre. Alors, si nos genoux flottent comme les tiens, tu devrais mettre des blocs en dessous, comme Todd. Alors, ça, tu as l'air correct à la maison. Crystal, you're being careful for your back. You inhale, lengthen your spine. And you ground those hip bones down to the ground, the sit bones, not hip bones, and bring your elbows into your thighs if they reach, lowering the shoulders down to help press those elbows into the thighs. Ici, on se penche vers le sol avec un dos droit. Et on respire. Durant les flexions avant, on a la chance d'écouter notre respiration. Alors, on revient à notre respiration. Comment est-elle? Is it fluid? Is it smooth? Inhaling all the way back up. We're going to do the B version. Here, we're going to bring the chin to the chest en premier. Et on se roule. On pense à une roue qui se roule jusqu'à la tête vient jusqu'aux pieds. Alors, deux versions de Baddha Konasana. Ici, c'est la seconde, la version B. Ici, on travaille à créer l'espace entre chaque vertèbre. Et on respire. L'inspiration, on revient assis et on se revient. On va mettre sur notre dos, on se couche. Alors, on allonge les pieds. On va amener notre bolster, OK? On va la mettre contre notre dos ici. On va amener les blocs ici aussi. On va les mettre de chaque côté pour nos genoux. Et on amène notre petit coussin pour les yeux. We're going to bring in our eye pillow if we have one, or if you have a little towel that you have handy, you choose to go that route. We're going to bring the bolster up against our back here. And Crystal, if this isn't feeling good for your back, put the bolster under your knees instead, okay? So I'll show them how to do this, and I'll give you an option right after, okay? All right, so here, we're gonna go roll down. Make sure that the bolster is at the bottom of your back, and we're gonna gently roll down. I'm giving you guys an extra long Shavasana. You work for it. We have a 10-minute Shavasana. So bringing this eye pillow on top of your eyes, bringing the blocks under our knees to support the knees, the soles of the feet are together. And we're opening up the chest here. This is a heart opener as well. So think of yourself spreading love to everyone around. Think of yourself as giving back to the whole universe. As you relax, you're not working here. You're settling in. You're allowing your body to become heavy. Crystal, if you need it, you put your bolster under your knees and you come sitting down, lying down, and you do the same thing, just bolster under your knees and straighten out your legs. So here, you choose the version that suits you the best. Crystal has a back problem, so if you have a back problem and you're watching this after on replay, you're welcome to have this option as well. Or if it doesn't feel good in studio, you may opt for this position. Here, we relax the whole body. We let it go. Feel the earth support. On ressent la gravité nous tirer vers le sol. On se sent sécure. The earth has our back. breath here. Let it become back to normal. How does it feel now after practice? How does it feel after you've built up all this energy? Here we're going to continue with the practice of metta. We're going to grow compassion within ourselves and love. With each inhale, imagine your heart glowing. Imagine a bright light. With each inhale, your heart begins to glow a little more. Imagine your heart becoming so bright that the sun within you is within you. And the light starts to get out of your body. And soon, with every breath, you're shining and everyone can see. The light within you is making people notice how happy and how compassionate and how loving you are towards yourself and towards others. Here you are a beacon of hope and light. And when we shine our light as we are, and we're all flawed in our own imperfect ways, we allow others to feel safe in doing so also. And this is how we spread love, by being compassionate with ourselves and showing others to be with themselves. Soon this light is affecting everyone around you, and it's making you feel happy. You're having an impact on yourself and on everyone around you in a small way. And those who can't see it aren't ready to see it. You have to live for yourself. Pour vivre dans le moment et vivre pour nous-mêmes. Pour les prochaines petites minutes, je vous laisse respirer tout seul. Et on pense à propos de notre cœur et la lueur, la lumière qu'on crée en dedans de nous. Et qu'est-ce qu'on peut offrir aux autres? attention dans la salle. On commence à bouger les orteils, les doigts. On agrandit les mouvements, moving ankles and wrists. And slowly bringing the arms overhead for a big stretch. And then we can move the props aside if they're in the way. And then on the exhale, we can bring the knees in towards our chest. If we're still on our back, we can bring our knees to the chest. Roll into. Give ourselves a hug. On s'en vient vers la droite dans la position fétale. Et avec nos yeux fermés et la force dans nos bras, on s'en vient dans une position assise. And bringing your hands together, palms together, and bringing your thumbs against your heart. We connect again to ourselves, to our compassion. And we think of who we set this, intended this practice for, if we dedicated it for someone. We'll end with an Om, exhaling fully, then inhaling to Om. Bringing your hands to your forehead for kind thoughts, to your mouth for kind words, and to your heart, kind deeds. Namaste. Have a lively, lovely evening. Thank you for practicing with me. It does, eh? Hey, Crystal, how are you? You're rocking that hair, man. I really like that. It's so cute. All right. I hope you had a good practice.
Awesome.
Good. All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.